morning. Good morning. It's Friday morning. Hello, it's Kate Bolt, Inkstampshare Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I am just adjusting my stand because I don't want it to fall over. It seems to have got very top heavy again. Anyway, I'll just wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody hops on live with me while I just weight it down. Let's grab a couple of punches. I think that would work. Get my rabbit punch. Yes. That'll do. So, I'm just going to wait a minute. Let's grab my laptop. I've got lots of beautiful colours out to play with today. I'll grab my laptop and not knock over my drink. Here we go. It's Friday, guys. I'm very excited that it's Friday because it's been a long week. I don't know about you, but it feels like a very long week. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to power up my laptop just to check that I'm live in the right place, check that I can see all the comments. Let's have a look. So I do apologise. I got rather carried away with the time this morning. Oops. So I'm not really as prepared as I thought I was. Let's have a look. You know when you have a million tabs open on your computer and you don't realise? Let's get rid of those. Okay. And then your computer wants you to do things. How are you, Sherry? I hope you're well. I've got my laptop in a slightly different place today as well, so that doesn't help. Let's mute it. Then I can see where we're at. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, it's Friday. How are things with you? Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. Right. My laptop's having a bit of trouble, but I think we're good. Tell me you can hear me. That would be great if you could just leave a comment. Tell me that you could hear me. Hi, Louise. How are you, my love? I hope you're okay. Sherry, I'm glad you're well. It's a rainy day in Ontario. It's damp. Damp is the best word for Aylesbury and Buckinghamshire today, I think. So we're having some work done, and yeah, my husband arranged it, and it's always on a day when I'm live, and poor chap needs some help and I can't help him. Okay, so yeah, my YouTube is not working, so there we go. Well, let's see if I can see any comments on my laptop now. That's better. That's better. So how are you, Louise? I hope you're well. Oh, you can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you. Just bear with me 1 second. Just wanted to see if the electrician was okay. All right. So I've got some pretty colours I've just pulled out. And they're actually inspired from some of our designer series papers. I'm not using them today, but that's a tip for you. If you are looking for colour inspiration, grab out some of your DSP and look at the combinations they've used, and you'll know that they'll go well. You're finally back on the mend, Louise. That's brilliant news. I am glad to hear it. Okay, I popped in early espresso as well because I'm using the Sweetest Cherries bundle today with the Cherry Builder Punch. How cool is this? I love a punch bundle, and I've been really drawn towards them lately because for a very long time I have been using loads and loads of dies, and isn't it lovely just to grab out a punch because it's so easy and quick. So I love my dies, but today it's Friday. We're relaxing. I'm going for a punch. Okay, so I had hardly used this, but I was preparing some projects for a team event next weekend, and I was using this, and I thought, oh, I really, really love it. I'm going to definitely use it for Fun Friday Live. So I will show you what's in it. You get 2 cherries. One's got a bite taken out of it. You've got the stalk and the leaf. You've got like a crosshatch stamp, and they've got all these lovely words that go together. So you've got sweet, friend. You've got life is, you go life is sweet. You could have thank you for being so sweet. Sweet birthday wishes. Wishing you a sweet day. With you in it. With you in it. I don't know how that works. Wishing you a sweet day with you in it. I don't know. Maybe you can put that together for me and tell me what the best phrase would be with you in it. But yeah, and I thought, well, I really want to make these cherries pop a little bit. I wonder if I can make them glossy. So I'll grab out that cherry. And you can tell I've been using it. It's a photopolymer set. So if you use your photopolymer stamps with reds, oranges, browns, pinks, all of those, they will stain. It makes absolutely no difference to how your stamp works. Okay, so I've grabbed a piece of basic white and I am going to actually, before I ink it up, I'm going to get my embossing ready because I wanted to make these cherries shiny. So I'll show you how we do that. So I've got my Versamark, got my embossing buddy. Just going to go over the surface a little bit with that. Picks up any oils or anything from your hands, any fingerprints you've got, and stops it sticking in the wrong place. I'll take all the other bits out. Now, I've been using it with clear embossing powder and I cleaned the old out. Okay, so the reason I wanted it already is because this is a trick that you can emboss an image clear in any colour you've got, but you've got to be quite fast. So you've got to have your embossing powder ready before you start so that you can pour it straight on for it to stick using your regular classic Stampin' Up! Ink pads, okay? So I am going to ink up. I'm going to turn this around because I've got a feeling my punch goes that way. Let's move this and this. I don't need my Versamark, do I? I'm using this one. Right, okay. So I'm going to ink this up twice to make my 2 cherries. Let's hope I've done it quickly enough with the powder. So I'm going to sprinkle the powder straight on, quite liberally. Look how glorious is that. I'm going to have shiny cherries. Okay, so once it's on, we're good. And I love this kit that you can get from Stampin' Up. If you pour it in, you save all your powder and it just doesn't get everywhere. It's so useful. Lid would be good. So it comes with a brush. It comes with a really good tweezers. Oops, sorry, I'm banging everything away. It comes with your embossing buddy, which is invaluable. These are nice tweezers. These kind of reverse tweezers. They're great. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll get my heat gun out. Close my ink pad because, yeah, we all know what happens if I leave that hanging about there like that. Ask me how I know that I'm going to put my hand in it. Okay, this is where the fun starts. This might be a bit noisy, but I'm using my heat tool to heat the image after we've put the clear embossing powder on top of the ink. And you'll see it change. It's quite subtle. You can see it change and it goes glossy. The stamp's actually quite a textured stamp as well, which really helps. So I don't know, it's really obvious to me. I'm not sure how obvious it is on camera, but you can you see their glossy and shiny cherries? I love that. That's such a simple trick, isn't it? To get a nice glossy cherry. Right, I'm going to leave that for a minute to dry. I'm going to do a little bit more embossing in the same way, okay? But this time, I'm going to take the big stamp that says Sweet from the stamp set. And I'm picking out the Granny Apple Green. Did I want to pick out the... Yeah, let's go for the Granny Apple. It's my favourite green at the moment. Do you have... Now, here's a question for you. We know, or any of you that have been following along, we know that we're going to have a Stampin' Up! Colour refresh very shortly, like when the new catalogue goes live. So demonstrators will know the end of this month and we'll be able to order things the beginning of next month, and customers will go live to them beginning of May. So very shortly, we're having a refresh of all our colours. So some of our old ones will leave us. Oh, I didn't stamp that properly because I was thinking about colours. Let's do it again. Some of our colours will leave us and make way for some new colours. And you never know, some of our old favourites might come back. We don't know yet. We do know of 2 old favourites that are coming back that we have already got the heads up on, and that is Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. We know about those. But this is a whole colour family refresh. So it's going to be very interesting to see how many we lose, how many new ones we get. Granny Apple Green's my favourite green at the moment. Do you guys have a favourite colour? Do you have a favourite Stampin' Up colour? I would love to know. Please tell me in the comments if you have a favourite Stampin' Up colour. And also, if you have a colour that you know about that has retired that you would like to see to come back. I would love to know that because it would be so interesting to see what we get. Right, I'm doing exactly the same as I did before. I'm embossing the clear embossing powder onto the stamped image using just the green ink as a base. So oh, actually, I'm not going to tell you what my favourite colour is in the Stampin' Up colour family. I'm going to ask you if you know. Does anyone know what my favourite... Some of you know because I bang on about it all the time. What my favourite Stampin' Up colour is. I'm not using it today. But some of you will know. Do tell me if you know what my favourite is. And if that one goes, I will cry. Proper cry. Right, hold on. Tell me what you think. Okay, I'm going to heat this one up now. There we go. We had a colour refresh a few years ago, the same thing. It was about 6-7 years ago, and I think we periodically do this every 6 or 7 years or something like that, which is great because the colours change and colour trends change and things like that. So we had this happen before, and I remember thinking, and it wasn't announced, I had no idea it was coming, it just happened. For the launch of a catalogue, an annual catalogue. And I remember finding out all about it and I was super excited. But I was also slightly apprehensive that I was losing all these colours that I loved. I have to say, I cannot remember what colours went or even what colours came in. I know all the colours that are in, but I don't remember. Honestly, any colours that I was fond of? Can't even remember now. It's not such a big deal, is it? Right, I'm bringing in pink now. We're going for polished pink. This is one of our in colours that will be retiring. Yeah, so if you like the polished pink, make sure you grab those because our in colours, now they rotate every 2 years. So if you don't know about the colour families, I will tell you. I'm just going to stamp this in pink and not emboss it. Okay, so we have 50 colours. We have 40 colours that are in 4 colour families. So we have neutrals, brights, subtles, and regals. And they have 10 in each. So we have 40 colours in our colour families. And then we have the cardstock in those colours, the ink pads and ribbons and papers and all of those things. So it all coordinates. And then we have 10 more colours, and they're called our in colours, and they rotate on a 2-yearly basis. So every year we have 5 new in colours. They're all the trendy ones that are fashionable and you see in the shops, and they stay for 2 years, so they kind of overlap. So at the moment, the 2021 to 2023 in colours will retire at the end of next month. But we've still got the 2022 to 2024 in colours from last year. And then this year they'll be called the 2023 to 2025 in colours. So it's just 5 new colours. If it's complicated, it's not. We're overthinking it. Okay, just 5 colours. But that pink is one of the family that will be retiring. Okay, so let's actually make a card now. I've got all these bits and bobs. Oh, I tell you what else. No, I'll do that first and then we'll make our card. I need to open some cardstock, guys. Look at my big packet of card. Oh, Mango Melody is your favourite right now, and you wish they'd make Fresh Freesia a permanent colour. Sherry, I'm absolutely thrilled that Pretty Peacock is coming back. It is an absolute fantastic colour, and it really contrasts beautifully. I love Pretty Peacock. I have got a sneaking suspicion about Fresh Freesia being a colour, but I'm not party to any information. So, oh, that's basic white. I wanted the thick. That won't get me very far, will it? Let me just grab some thick. There you go. So yeah, honestly, we're not party to information before you guys. I mean, we will be when we get the pre-order and the sneak peeks and things at the end of this month. We'll know, but we don't know yet. But I've got a sneaking suspicion about Fresh Freesia, which incidentally is not one of my favourites, but it's a pretty enough colour. I like it. But it's funny, isn't it? We've all got our favourites and what we love. Have you worked out what my favourite colour is? Right, so I'm going to make a card base, and I'm deciding, I think I'm going to make a tent fold card, in which case I am going to score it, my A4 at 14.8, and then I'm going to turn it round, and at the short side at the top of my trimmer, cut it at 10.5, like that, and that gives you a nice tent fold card base. So I've got two there on one piece of card, which is very nice. Now, that piece of white that I pulled out, the regular basic white, it's not as thick as that, and I'm going to do a layer on there. So if I move my base out of the way, I'm going to cut my layer just slightly smaller. So that's 14.3 by 10. Now, I haven't made this card. It's in my head. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm winging it, guys, because I'm so busy prepping for my event and my class I've got coming up. Right, okay, let me grab a brush. A blending brush is what we want. So let me think about it. I think I'm going to go for Balmy Blue. Let me grab it. Did I have that one out? No, but it's a great colour. I use it a lot for backgrounds. It's a really pretty spring colour, but it's nice and bright, but spring colour, if you know what I mean. Right, okay, I'm going to take some of the ink off with my ink pad on my blending brush, and I'm just going to go down the middle of it. So yeah, we've got the electrician here today, so I'm really sorry if you can hear any drilling sounds. Right, okay. So I don't know if you can see that. I've just got a pretty kind of wash. Not a wash because it's dry, but that makes sense. That's nice. Okay, so we've got the background. We've got the card base. I'm going to bring the cherries back in and the cherry punch. The dog's trying to get between my legs. So I'm going to chop it out using the punch like that. Make sure I don't chop into my other cherry. And you'll see it's a builder punch, so you'll get all the other bits that are cut out. But I literally just want my cherries. Let's move those. Okay. So I have got my sweet up here. So you can see how I emboss that, and it's all shiny. I love it. Well, you know, I love a bit of cutting out. So I've cut one out already. And it's all shiny, and I cut it out with my snips. So you don't have to sit and watch me chop it out, cut it out, but it's very simply done. See, this is when it's not embossed. And it almost looks, oh, sorry, you can't see that. It almost looks slightly darker as well as shiny, doesn't it? So I'm loving that. Okay, so we've got sweet. Okay, I've got birthday wishes. Now, I know I said I was using a punch, but I wanted to cut it out with a die. So I have picked up the Stylish Shapes dies. You'll know I use these all the time because I like a sentiment or something in a stitch shape because I love it. So I am going to pop that through my machine. You do not have to die cut it out if you don't want to. If you're making a similar card, just cut it as a rectangle is fine. Right, I'm going to center it, stick my washi tape on it and pop it through my cutting machine. So I'm making a birthday card. So I have a lot of those in my stash now, which is good. There we go. So birthday wishes. Right, so we've got, it's coming together. Right, so the next thing we want, we'll bring in our scrap card again, and I'm going to do some more stamping. So, I've got the Granny Apple Green. I've got the leaf stamps. Now, I'll show you how this works. Probably going to cut it out in a strip, but if I just stamp it like that, and stamp it like that. And this one is the leaf veins. Can you see that? I didn't even know it was in there to begin with. And then I wondered what it was. And I realised I have leaf veins. So I'm going to pop that one in there. Yeah, it's miserable here. It looks like it's going to throw down with rain any minute. But when I did the school run at 8:30 this morning, it was already 10.5 degrees. Positively tropical around here. So you can take your punch, but it's easier to get it in if you cut your piece of cardstock out. All right, so let's do that. So you can pop it in and then you can angle your cardstock to fit where you want it to go. And then this one as well. So I could do it up the other way or I could do it that way. It doesn't really matter. Oh, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah. When you're doing something on camera, it's completely different to doing it on your own, if you know what I mean. Let's cut a bit of that off because it's in the way. There we go. So cut your leaves out. I just wanted 2 leaves. So 2 leaves. There's one. The other one's kind of gone AWOL. Like that. And I thought we'd stamp 2 of the stalks. Now, you could just stamp the stalks, but I quite like having them cut out, so I'm going to do that. So I need 2, don't I? Because I've got 2 cherries. 2 stalks. Oh, so guys, have you got anything, excuse me, have you got any good plans for the weekend? Any crafting going on? Let me know what you're up to if you've got any crafty plans. So my son's birthday on Sunday. I can't believe he's growing up so fast. So we have a birthday, which is fabulous. How exciting is that? And also, don't forget, ladies, or, you know, if it's applicable, not everybody wants to celebrate, but it's Mother's Day on Sunday, which is also my son's birthday, which is pretty apt. Good evening, Nicole from Perth in Western Australia. How lovely of you to join us. Thank you so much. What time is it with you? It is 27 minutes past 11 in the morning here in the UK. It always blows my mind, time differences. Right. So we're playing with the Sweetest Cherries, and I've not played with them before. The Stamp Punch Bundle, and I've got the smallest piece of cardstock to go in here. So I'm just lining it up. I'm making it look a lot harder than it is. It's 7:27 p.m. Ah, so exactly. This, oh, 7:27. Oh, yeah. So it's not too late in the evening then. That's good. All right, so we've got our background. We've got our cherries here. Now I've got to decide which orientation I want my card to go. And I was thinking portrait because I was going for this kind of thing, but I am not sure. I might have to go landscape. But it's quite cute, isn't it? It's once you've got all your elements of your card, it comes together quite fast. Right, I'm going to go with that. I really like that. So I think the first thing that I'm going to glue down are my cherries. And I'm going to pop them up on Stampin' Dimensionals. So, because it just gives it a bit of interest. Actually, what I might do is glue this one down and pop this one up over the top. So, grabbing my Tombow, my liquid glue, which I love. I'm going to pop that one on there. And this one's going to go over the top. So a couple of dimensionals on the back. And these are lovely shiny cherries because we embossed them. Don't know if you can see the shine. Yeah. And I like the where the light's hitting the cherries. The way they designed the stamp is fab. Okay. And then we are going to stick on our stalks for our cherries. So a little bit of glue there. Going to pop it on the middle like that. And then a little bit of glue here. So I like those to meet at the top. That would be quite good. And my leaves are going to go over there. Oops, that needs to glue. Excuse me. Don't do that. So the dog is literally sat between me and the camera at my feet. He's decided he can. Looking out the window, having a little woof at everything that's going by. He's such a cheeky boy. Honestly. What are you doing, Alfie? He always joins in our lives. I haven't seen him all morning since early. And exactly 11 o'clock, he walked in the door. So I don't know if that was coincidence or if he knows his internal clock's telling him, oh, she's going live now, I better get in there and cause havoc. Who knows? Right, so I've got a sweet. And then what did we do? We cut out birthday wishes, didn't we? So I think this is where we're at. So I think I'm going to glue the birthday wishes down. As I say, I'm winging it today. I've been so busy prepping for a class. I've got a team class and a customer class all next week. Both next week, I mean. So I've got team weekend. So I'm getting ready for that. I'm really excited for it. They're all coming. I've designed some lovely projects. Really happy for that. And then I've got a customer class as well. So sweet birthday wishes we're going for. Over a little bit. And pop that one up on sticky foam pads as well. And then we'll have to see what bling we've got. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, it's just going to sit over the top of the birthday wishes like that. Oh, I really like that. Now, I did cut out, if you remember, a white card. I really love all the white and the white on white. But I have got some polished pink cardstock. Let's have a look what that would look like. have a look. So if we make that one. So we could have a white base, a pink layer, and then our top layer like that, which I really like. Or we could go, your lady is sitting on your lap purring. I hope you're talking about your dog, Nicole, because I completely relate, because my dog just keeps popping in between my knees, which is really difficult. Or, yeah, or we could just go pink with the white. I'm thinking, what do you think? Pink card base with a white layer, or white card base with the pink layer? What are you thinking? Let me know and I'll go with whatever you guys decide. And I'm going to have a drink while you tell me. Got a bit of scrap. No, that doesn't help. I was making it show up. So do you think we should have a white base, a pink layer, and our white top? You just like the pink. Louise just likes the pink. Who likes the white base, or who likes just the pink? Pink to make the boys wink. I am just looking for some bling. I have a lot of sparkly stuff. You'll go for the pink. So right, we'll go for the we'll go for the pink as a card base. Nicole, you've had a cooler day today and she's cold. Oh, you've got a cat sitting on your lap. Oh, she's not usually a cuddly cat. No, she's probably loving the warmth from you. That one, those are really pretty. They might work. Those are the new loose frosted dots and they've got pretty pink in there. I think it's Flirty Flamingo and not the polished pink, but it would work. I have a lot of bling in my box of bling. So I'm just having a little look. You see what we've got. Now, what colour is that? That might work, but it might clash a bit with the... Don't think I've got anything in with the Rich Razzleberry on it. I have a lot of bits and bobs though. Sure, we can find something we like. I might go for that. Right, I tell you what then, we'll leave some out, put the other one away. Put this card base to the side because I'll use that for another card. And cut this one into a card base. Ooh, so the same as before. 14.8 score. And cut a 10.5. Like that. We've got our card to go in there, so we'll need another layer for the inside. No, it's not a white one. We'll need one to go inside, and that's absolutely fine. But I think I'm just going to stick that one on. Oh, you said pink for the mat. Yeah, I would have thought pink for the mat, but I think we overall had a pink base for the voting, but we'll just go for whatever. Then my husband and the electrician are fooling about. They know I'm live streaming and they are looking in through the window and making faces at me and dancing about because they're daft. Oh, nothing is normal in our house, I'm telling you, nothing. Oh dear. Right, a piece of the regular white for our inside. They're pointing into my craft room as well, looking at something. I have no idea. Oh, God. So 10 by 14.3. I'm just glad it's Friday, guys. And then that's going to go inside. And I think I will use a bit of the blue that's left over on my brush. Just take the harshness of the white off there. And it'll match the front. And then we still got birthday wishes. And we're going to pop that in. And I think we'll do that in the green. So make sure I've cleaned that stamp properly. And stamp up the birthday wishes. So have a nice birthday card in your stash, ready to go. Birthday wishes, like that. So pretty. And that's going to go inside. So that's our first card. And I'm really self-conscious because these guys were fooling about. They have gone now. That's my daft husband. God, I love them. Honestly, Lou, you'd never believe them. Right, let's pop that in there. Birthday wishes. Now, a little bit of bling is what we need. So I'm deciding what we've got that might work. I've got little basic rhinestones. I've got some of these fine sparkle adhesive back gems, and those are in, that looks like mint, that's balmy blue, that's pale papaya. I'm not sure if that's polished pink or a different pink, coastal calypso coral. I'm not sure. I think it clashes. So let's have a look. I've got these pink sequins, which I really love, all the gold. Let's have a look in here because these loose gems are gorgeous. They may not be the right colour though. Look at that. That's that pretty peacock that is coming back. It's so beautiful. And then we've got these. These are the right shape. And I think we will go with those. So there's 3 different sizes and 3 different colours in these loose frosted dots. These come as part of, but you can buy them separately, the Irresistible Blooms collection. But you just buy all these things on their own quite well. Loose frosted dots, and they are literally loose. And you get a lot. I want to say 300. Oh, I think it says 350 or 300 and something. I can't, it's so small I can't read it. But there's a lot. Right, let's grab my Take Your Pick tool because I'm going to put some glue down here and just decide where I want these little gems to go. And I think I'm just going to do that. Nothing too fancy. Tiny bit of glue. You can use your putty end to pick it up or just use your hands, but it's a lot easier with that. Pop it on. And your Tombow dries clear, so that's not a problem if you've just got a tiny bit that comes out. But I think I'm good. Ooh, ooh, it stuck to me. There we go. Oh, I like this. Sweet birthday wishes. It's really cute. Okay. I am making a terrible mess with the glue now. But I think we're going to make another card. Do you think you could put up with me for a little bit longer? I've got a lot of glue on there, look. So let's hope that all dries clear. Right. So that's our first card. We've got Sweet Birthday Wishes. If you want, you could definitely stamp your cherries inside as well. I do like how they're glossy though. I love that. Sweet Birthday Wishes. I hope you like it. It's such a simple, fun card to make. I really, really like that. Okay, so I'm going to make another quick card. Your Irresistible Blooms bundle arrives this week, so you'll be playing this weekend. Oh, that's a great way to spend your weekend. That is such a beautiful collection. I really love it a lot. There's 2 flower dies in that, sweet Nicole, and they cut out the paper. There's some flowers in the paper, and the leaf die cuts out the leaves in the paper as well. It's really useful. Thank you, Nicole. That's very kind. Right, okay, let's make another quick card. I'm conscious that I've been chatting a lot. I'm going to make another layer. So 10. By 14.3. And I think I'm going to bring in an embossing folder this time. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm making it all up as I go along. Let's have a look. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got loads in here. Let's have a look. Got lots of embossing folders. I've got the Hive 3D one. I've got the bricks and mortar, which is what I had in my head that I was going to use. Got the little thanks and hello. It's the fern one, which I think I will use. Oh, we've got the wood, the timber 3D embossing folder, and this gorgeous one. I don't know if this is this retired? And does anyone know? Because I haven't checked. It's so pretty. I know it was in the mini Christmas catalogue. It is the falling leaves one. It's my favourite. And I'm pretty sure my evergreen one is retired. Some of my favourites I will keep around though, because I use it for my own personal stuff, even if it's retired. So that's why it's in my stash. Let's have a look. Fern. I think I'm going to go for you, because the leaves, maybe not. Don't know where my timber one is. It's about. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to go with my original idea, which is the bricks and mortar. It's a great folder. It's a really good one. So, got my plate. I'm going to put it through my cut and emboss machine. So, for the 3D one, you just need your base plate. Oh, is it? It might well be an online one, Nicole. Do you know, I will check and I'll clarify it in the comments box below, in the description box. Because I normally just put away anything that's retired and don't keep it, but I know that one, I absolutely adore it, so I kept it. Whether or not it's retired, I don't know. Right, where's my piece of card gone? Did I just put it away with all my embossing folders? That's weird. No, didn't do that. Ladies, did you see where I put my layer? That's very weird. Oh yeah, I did. Look, it's right in the middle. Can't be trusted today. It's Friday. Okay. So bricks and mortar. So I think I'm again going to go, should I go for a landscape card this time, just to be different? No, I'll go for a portrait card. Right, okay, I think it'd be easier to get those cherries on. Right, so I'm popping it in. I'm lining my bricks up so they're not wonky. Now, the tip is, when you're using your embossing folder, if you're not sure which round, which way around your cardstock should go, it doesn't matter because it's a blank piece of card. If you're not sure, have your Stampin' Up logo on the front, and that's the way around it needs to be. Oh, that does not want to go through. Why is that? Oh, I've still got a shim in there. There we go. There's always a reason. If something doesn't go through very well, don't force it. There's usually a reason. Just pause and think. And I had an extra layer in I shouldn't have had. So there we are. That is beautiful, isn't it? Can you see all the bricks? Some of them are really just an impression and some of them really pop out and it's quite distressed looking. I really like that. I'm going to find a colour to put some ink on it. I think I'm going with Smoky Slate. And I've got another brush out of my stash, and I'm going to do the same as I did with the other card, just to add a little bit. But if I put it on this time, the edges of those pronounced bricks that have been embossed will catch the colour and really make it pop and make it look a little bit distressed, if you like. Not as distressed as me. There we go. So what is your favourite Stampin' Up colour, girls and boys? So what was your favourite one? I'd like to know. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got this one. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use the pink, but why not? We've got it out. We've got it ready. And what am I going to put on there? Okay, I think we're going to have Thank You for Being So. Let's see. Thank you for being so sweet. Right, let's take that one out. I need a piece of scrap card. I need a block. Can you ladies still all hear me? Because my laptop is not playing ball. It looks like my YouTube is frozen on my laptop, but I think that's a laptop issue and not necessarily an issue, if that makes sense. Do tell me. You're all good there. Thank you very much, Sherry. That's really useful. So let's have a look. We've got this one. Right, okay. I think I'm going to stamp it in the green. I'm going to go for the same colour combination. I've got it all out. So thank you for being so. And I've never used this stamp before, so it might need a bit of stamping, but we'll try it and see how well it stamps first time. Oh no, that stamped really well, so I'm happy with that one. Happy days. And did I stamp Sweet before? I think I did, but I stamped it in the other colour. All right, so we'll grab Sweet and we'll grab our pink ink. Thank you for being so sweet. There we go. And I will grab those stylish shapes dies yet again, because I'm going to cut some things out. I'm going to cut out, I'm going to see what we've got basically. So we've got these lovely banners. I think that's just slightly too small. It might chop some of it off. Or I might go for the stitch rectangles. I had those out as well. Where are they? Any die with the stitch in, honestly, I'm a sucker. There we go. Happy days. Right, I'm going to put that through the machine. Thank you for being so sweet. Right, put the layers back in my machine that I need. So it's all printed on the base plate of our Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. If you're ever unsure, Just check what it says on the base plate. It tells you exactly what layers to use. Oh, here's an interesting thing. My husband's gone to make his lunch, and now the dog wants to leave the room. I wonder why. Might have something to do with the fact that he gets chicken. He does. He spoils them so much. Go on then. Go and see. He's such a silly dog. Going to see if he can look at my husband and see if he's going to give him some chicken. Thank you for being so. I have no idea what I'm doing with this card. We're winging it. So let's cut this bit out. I know I've got the die still stuck there. Oh, that's really impressed in there because it double embosses. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one out. Rainbow. Nicole says rainbow, one in each tone to make happy cards. I'm not sure. I think I missed that. Yeah, it would be nice actually to do the base in Granny Apple Green, wouldn't it? You have a whole rainbow of cards. So, nearly there. So I've got my Mother's Day card all sent off. I'm feeling very organised. Here we go. But we're going out for dinner on Sunday, but not really to celebrate Mother's Day. It's my son's birthday. So, well, obviously be for both, but I think it'd be fun to... So he chose where to go for dinner. I love that it fell on Mother's Day this year. It's so nice because he's going to be 16. How did that happen? And I remember the day he was born was the day after Mother's Day that year. I was thrilled. Right, let's just fussy cut this out. Or cut it out. I don't know if I like the term fussy cut because I quite like doing this. You don't have to if you don't like doing it. Just cut the whole word of one. Trick is leave a little nice border around it as if it was a die cut. And just when you're cutting out, just move the paper, not your scissors or your hand. You're off to work, Sherry, and you're going to watch the replay. Thank you so much. Don't work too hard, will you? Yeah, you have a great weekend as well. I hope you get some time for yourself. Right. Let's do that. Thank you for being so sweet. Okay, so we've got that on there. All right, time for a couple of those cherries. Let's make it quick, shall we? Oh, I already did some, didn't I? I already did some. Here's some I made earlier. That's proper Blue Peter style, that is. And I'd embossed those because I did them as a test run. There we go. Gosh, there we go. So 2 cherries. Like that. And then we want some stalks. I picked out early espresso. Use whatever brain you have for the stalk. And then I'm bringing the Granny Apple Green back in for the leaves. They're kind of textured, these stamps. So if they look a bit patchy, they're meant to look like that. It's kind of like a watercolour type finish on it, if that makes sense. I'll put the little veins on. Oh, I missed, but it's fine because I'm going to be punching those out, so that's okay. It's very forgiving. Right, let's punch these things out. So pop it in. You can use a Post-it note. If you've made your piece of cardstock a little bit too hard to put in there, a Post-it note works. Just stick it on the end and use it as a handle. Ooh, I'm going to chop the other one off. Never mind. There we are. We've got one. I really like this punch though. You can avoid cutting out all the blank shapes, and there is a way to do that, but it just takes too long for me to be bothered. So I've got two of those, and then I just need my leaves. Where did I put them? I cut them out, didn't I? Yes, where did I put you? There you are. Wrong way up. And I may need to do that with this one. Put a Post-it note on it. Means me finding one though. Excuse me. Right. Oh, Lord. Lord. Let's find a Post-it note and I'll show you. All right. I have a little postage drawer, which is very useful. Okay. So, pop them on there. Pop it on there. You can pop it anywhere, as long as you can see your leaf. You can even put it underneath. So I missed that comment. My laptop's not showing them to me now. I think you said something about making shrink plastic earrings out of the cherries, I think, which would be very cool. It would make a fun pet pear or paper earrings, wouldn't it? That's a good idea. I love that idea. So yeah, you can pop it through. Use your Post-it note. Get it in the right place. Except for my Post-it note's too big. You just want a handle for it. What if I do it that way? So I've now got a handle. And you pop it in and just manipulate it to where you need it to be. It's a cool little trick. I was just being too lazy to pull out a Post-it note. How lazy am I? Okay, and of course you can remove your bit of Post-it note off the back. Right, we should have all our pieces of cherry. So let's put those on. I am going to do what I did last time, but I think I'm going to stick this one flat to that one. Oh, we've been here an hour, guys, and I normally call a limit at an hour because there's only so much everybody wants to watch. Right, okay. And I think I'm going to put this one on here. Like that. And then this one on the other one. Now I think I'm going to cross those over again, so it means my leaves will go better on there. And then leaves. So first of all, I am going to do this like that. So I'm going to stick this one up on foam pads. Thank you for being so sweet. Love my Stampin' Dimensionals a lot. So pop it on there, and I think that brick, inking the brickwork makes it pop. So thank you for being so sweet. So we can pop that one up as well. So because it's quite a big word, you've got enough room to put these big foam pads on the back. You could definitely use the mini ones as well. We have those. Okay, I'm overlapping my word. I just like the way it kind of sits over the top a little bit. And now I haven't stuck this down yet because I'm making sure I've got room for my leaves, which I have. And I'm going to pop that one there, also popped up. So we've got one layer of the Stampin' Dimensionals going across the back of the cherries and all the way through the card, to be honest. Which means it'll go through standard post in the UK. Right, there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I'm going to pop these down. You could even heat emboss your leaves if you wanted those glossy as well. You could step it up as much as you want. Let's put a foam pad on there. It also helps those leaves stick to each other. Thank you for being so sweet. I love that. Right. Tombow is perfect for embossed layers because it gets down in all the little grooves. I might use hard base. But if I do that, I'm going to have to cut this layer down. And if I cut that layer down, it's got glue all over it, which will really annoy me. So I think I'm going to stick with the pink. I was going to make the pink a layer, but it would mean cutting this one down. So let's not do that. There we go. Thank you for being so sweet. Very nice. And for this one, I'm going to put on some of the sequins. These are called the Pastel Adhesive Backed Sequins, so they're already sticky backed and they come in that beautiful blue. I'm not sure if that's Tahitian Tide. And the pink, which looks like Blushing Bride, and then we've got gold. But I think the pink really kind of goes. So we're going for that. Oh, stuck to me. So we've got that there. Let's move that one out of the way. I'll pop it on our, we'll pop our insert in. So let's grab a piece of white. Oh, regular white. .3 by 10, which is the same as the front layer. if you're in centimetres like me. Thank you for being so sweet. And then in the inside, we are going to put the friend stamp. In the pink. You can do whatever colour you like. Green. Green. Gonna go for green. I think the contrast is nice. And then I'm not going to spend a lot more time on this now. We've been here quite a long time, but I would suggest stamping some of those cherries and putting them on the inside just to give it a little bit of something. That would be lovely. Actually, let's just do it. Let's go for it. We're there, aren't we? We are there. Just one cherry right there. When you can't find the right colour ink pad. Nope. How weird. Oh, it was hiding. So, see, you don't have to actually punch out your cherries. You can just use them as stamps. And because they're clear, you can line them up really well. What do you think of this? Do you think you might use the cherry bundle? I love it. Sweetest cherry. I hope it carries over into the next annual. It's so nice. Right. Thank you for being so sweet, friend. Oh, thank you, Louise. It's lovely, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so there's our second card complete. Goodness, I took a long time today, didn't I? But there we go. Let's grab our first card. So, 2 cards, both using the Sweetest Cherry stamp set and the Cherry Punch. Cherry Builder Punch. Hope you've enjoyed today's live. If you've joined me live, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. That really helps me a lot. Leave me a comment down below which card you like the best. The one with the green sweet or the one with the pink sweet. That would be really nice to know. And I will see you next time. If you like any of the products I've used, they're available in my online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net. And you can find loads of inspiration over on my website at inkstampshare.ink. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching me from the future, please say hello, leave a comment down below, and I will see you for coffee and cards next Tuesday afternoon at 1 p.m. live here on my YouTube channel. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.